we're using the Frogotter education system, and today we are doing N020 animal walk. The equipment we need is the squared whiteboard, the whiteboard pen and the eraser, the ruler and the wooden animals. And my special guest is...
Squeak, squeak, squeak!
A mouse!
Or rather, the mouse!
The mouse, okay, the one and only mouse.
I am the one and only mouse.
Right, now the first thing it says is draw a rectangle on the whiteboard, 2 squares by 4 squares. Okay. 2 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, that's quite easy. Count how many squares are inside the rectangle.
Looks like 8 to me.
Let's count them to check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That was easy. 8. Choose a wooden animal. Oh no, sorry. Choose a wooden animal and make it walk around the edge of the rectangle, or swim, I guess. How many square lengths does it need to walk?
So 1 square length, 2 square length, 3, 4.
No, because this isn't a square length to walk, is it? This is just a corner to turn around. So it was walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 square lengths!
Now draw another rectangle,
But
1
bigger.
square by 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
a
6, 7, 8.
rectangle.
It is quite a thin rectangle. Okay. How many squares are inside the rectangle?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So the same number as that one. Now choose the wooden animal, is it the same one? And make it walk around the edge and count how many again.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6,
7, 8, 9,
10,
no, this one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18!
18!
So it's the same area, but a bigger perimeter. Do you understand?
Zoom.
Even though the area of the rectangles is the same, the perimeters are not.
Hey, let's walk. Ooh, hey, let's run. Ooh.
Can you draw another shape with an area of 8 squares? Maybe you could make a T shape or an L shape. Can you make another shape with an area of 8 squares? So it's got to have 8 squares inside it.
So, 3 squares. Is that 8 squares? Looks like it.
It is, isn't it? Shall we count them to check? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! Now let's make the wooden animal walk around the edge again. Okay, so let's walk. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14! It's a different one altogether. See how many shapes you can make with 6 squares. So let's rub these ones out so we can have a go with 6 squares and see which one has the longest perimeter.
I'm going to make. Can I do my one first?
The only thing I would say before we start is, because we want to make as many as we can, start up in the corner so that we have as much space as possible for filling with rectangles. Okay. So we're trying to contain 6 squares.
Is that too little or too much?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's too little. shape that shape.
Why don't you try and make that here? So you've got a different one, because we're trying to make as many different 6 squares as we can. How many have we got this time? Shall we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! Okay, shall we work out the perimeters on the 2 we've got? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then this one we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just slightly less. Can you do another one?
Could I add it inside the illustration? This guy.
Okay, I was hoping you'd do me another shape that contained 6 squares. Could you do that?
Are you allowed to draw another shape?
Another shape that contains 6 squares. Okay then.
Maybe we could do ones in the shape of the animals. Wooden animals.
I got 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't really look like any of the animals. It looks a little bit like a giraffe with only one leg. We've got the long neck. We've got the body going back here. We've only got one leg. Fine.
You could draw another one in the shape.
Could make it look a bit more like a giraffe if I add some details like this.
Wait a minute. I've got a good idea. I've got a good idea.
Right, now, that's 6 squares. Let's count the perimeter of the giraffe shape. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's another 14. So that means we've got a 14 here and a 14 here. And this was a 15. I wonder if we can get a bigger one or a smaller one.
How about you do
I think it's your turn.
I did 2 on one turn.
Alright.
So for us each to do 2 on one turn.
I think this will be quite a small way of getting. I think this will be a small perimeter. Okay, shall we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the smallest so far. You gonna have one more go?
I have a good idea.
Okay.
We could draw all these shapes, and then we could each pick animals to race around this thing and not touch the shapes, and then we could count the shortest routes without touching the shapes.
Okay. Could you draw me another shape with 6 squares in it first?
If you insist.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. And what's the perimeter? Can you count it?
1, 2, 3.
What?
1.
We count the perimeter. We go 1 along, 2 down, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Oh!
Again!
It's another 14. 14 is a very popular perimeter size for the 6th one, isn't it?
I'll do one last one.
Okay.
Then we could maybe put my racing idea to rest.
I'm not sure this is 6 squares.
to be 6 squares.
Well, we were aiming for 6 squares. How many squares have you contained this time?
It's meant to be the camel.
It does look a bit like the camel. How many squares have you got on it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's good. Can you count the perimeter?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you seem a bit confused about how we count the perimeter. We have to do it as a line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24!
Huge perimeter, 24. So the perimeter is how many, when you draw the line, how many squares you've drawn along. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So what did you want to do with the animals?
I think we could pick small animals and then, without touching the shapes, we think this is a starting line and this is a finish. Make them go along. We could each count how quickly we could get the roots.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18!
19, 20. That was very good. Well done. Thank you for joining us. I hope that we'll see you again.